I swear I hear that gnome like in my sleep. Alright, what have we not done? We haven't answered the phone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where was the phone? Was it if you take the escape thing? Like once you get toward the end? I think so, right? Oh, take the lift fully. What? Is that like DLC stuff? Or is that like in my game? You know what? We're just gonna keep going for now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct
Welcome
way to the
deluxe
meeting room,
version.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Perhaps
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I just want to suss out everything here,
Stanley
and then
felt
we'll do that.
lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I gotta talk to my wife on the phone, you know? You understand, right?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
As one does,
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Of course.
There's someone
I'm the main character.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Tell me how my dog just walked up and, like, lowered my seat. Just saw my life flash before my eyes. Okay.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Pookie. I got you.
That's her, Stanley.
Hello? Honey?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh my god, is she real?
Bread out of the oven.
Was he being serious?
All right. Okay,
Oh
there
my god,
we
she's
go.
making me bread?
Now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
your day.
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
I was hoping.
They'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I think I'm a good person. There's nothing going on here. Oh.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press M on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Wait, this is what we heard in the intro.
Every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I wish.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One
work
might
from
even
home.
feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I can't press any other buttons. It doesn't do anything. I have to press what he tells me to press.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh my god, you are depressing. Everyone can have dreams. Everyone can accomplish those dreams. You're the worst. I liked you. I felt bad for you when I was jumping off the stairs. I felt guilty. Now I'm glad I did. Be unhappy.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Please press Z to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner. We're having cereal.
As he wandered through
Enjoy.
this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god, they said it. Please press G to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps
I'd
if he
like to
played
explore.
just one more time.
Press U to tell your wife you love her. I love you, Pookie.
But there is no answer.
Oh,
How could there possibly
that's crazy.
be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Function me time.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
See, I was gonna press it, but I'd like to skip work if that's an option. Am I gonna have to press it? Do it?
You
All
see?
right.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I don't know, but side note real quick, would y'all like to see a dog? Come here, Bubba. Tell everyone how happy you are to be here. Say happy Wednesday. You don't got nothing to say? Nothing? Alright. Oh! He looks so old. He is old. That's my old man. This is my big boy. He's my old boy. We have another smaller dog as well, who's younger, but yeah. Aspen is an old man. All he does is lay around, and he's half husky, so he yells at you a lot, but... Lay in your bed, please. No, lay in your bed. Lay in your bed. Down. My poor boy. Okay, sorry. Please press J to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Have we missed anything?
Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Ah!
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What do you mean, not yet? Not yet what? I no press anything. Is there another ending we haven't
All of
done?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where? I'm not singing that, Sunny, but I did want to. Oh. Oh? Oh, what? Oh, what? Can't I just do begin the game again? Let's go see if we can find something. We're not doing the new content yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can? Alright, let's do it.
How wonderful.
This big window?
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah. See, the problem is, I have the memory of a 90-year-old woman. So I don't really remember where we've gone and where we haven't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You can climb on the desk and get outside the window? Okay, we'll do that next time. I don't know if we've done everything here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why? What if I just want to go in there? Oh yeah, go downstairs. You're so right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. This looks spooky. Oh, to a parking garage?
But Stanley
Perhaps
just
not?
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
I want to drive the car.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Scam,
and as Stanley
honestly.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Wait.
And at last,
Wait a minute.
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
What is beeping so fast?
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
No, I don't like
Then
this. I
he
don't like it.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Incorrectly,
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Am I?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Are we just
How
going to
else
keep
would
going
the
around
voice
this?
explain all that?
Oh my God,
this
sir, you're
voice
getting
was a
loud.
part of
Please,
himself
sir.
too.
Sir.
Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Thank you.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I've never
Please,
wished to go back
it's
to
all
work.
I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
But I'm still in the same place.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
That's
But then
messed
she
up.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
It's a
The
little-
very
that's a little
important
wrong.
people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Did you call somebody at least? Ma'am? Hi, Johnny. I didn't do anything, okay? It wasn't my fault. It wasn't. I swear. Spicy said BRB. I'm assuming he's not here right now. Okay. I can climb on the desk?
Even now,
Somehow?
Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm not melting a puppy? What? Oh, Spicy's melting over a puppy. I was like, what? Hi, X. How's it going? I'm supposedly able to climb on this desk, but how? Oh, there are 2 Spicies in chat now, so that'll be interesting. What desk? Let me on the desk.
Stanley
Oh.
went around touching every little thing in the office,
Oh,
but it didn't make a single
oh.
difference, nor did it advance the story in
Oh,
any
I go
way.
outside.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Of course it
He
was.
then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary
No,
into
it
the
didn't.
nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
It reminds me of that SpongeBob episode where they go into like Squidward's mind or whatever and they become like super abstract. Are you sick of this gag? No. I'm having a great time.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
It probably
Do
would
you
have
think it would have
restarted.
been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
I mean,
What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky
bro, you are
ones.
yapping.
Now, if the other option
Please.
is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking
Thank you.
and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers. One more bug ending in the room with all the cameras. This thing used to say you saw that online. Oh, the movie was good, Lucky? I was trying to remember what you said the name of it was yesterday. Yesterday we were all in a VC and we watched, first of all, both Inside Out movies. If you haven't seen those yet, 10 out of 10 would recommend. We watched an A24 movie and then we watched both of the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movies, 1 and 2, and that was a time. So yeah, but I'm glad you enjoyed that movie, Lucky. Hopefully this weekend we're gonna go to the movie theater, but we'll see. And we're gonna see that if we do. All right, can I get out now? I can't get out, can I? That's the whole that's the whole thing. Do I have to leave? Do I have to like escape, restart? All right. Room with all the
Even now,
cameras.
Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Room with all the You mean like the ending where it has all the screens on the wall? Room with all the cameras?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I haven't seen Inside Out 2, but yeah, Inside Out 2 is pretty good, actually. I feel like I'll always be a fan of the first one, but the second one was good. Stressed me out a lot more.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Rosie, come back. I need the answer. You mean the room with all the cameras? Like the screens? Okay.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to
That's so
get through the
crazy. I
story
couldn't
as
remember what I
quickly as
ate today,
possible,
but I could remember
he didn't
that.
even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind
Nope.
of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few
I got things
moments
to do, bro.
with some calming new age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
This game is something else, yep. Hi, welcome back, Spicy. Can you be nice to anybody? Oh. Oh my god, we hit the sub goal. Thanks, Johnny. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Spicy, be nice to other Spicy. Please. Thank you. Thanks so much, Johnny. That was really, really, really generous of you. Thank you. And Sunny, you said thank you? Very good. Alright. And then after this, we're going to do the new content. And then if we have time, which I assume we will, I have a Backrooms game that we're going to try. Yeah. Oh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Harvest, have you tried mayo on an apple? No, bro. I have not tried mayo on an apple. Have you?
The
All right,
lights
Ozzy, where's
rose
the
on
funny
an
haha?
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates.
It does.
Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more.
I mean, you can only play something so many
I'm here to give it
times.
to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it.
Sunny, have you watched My Life as a Dating Sim? And it's like Life is Hard for Mobs or something like that, I think it's called. You should if you haven't. Anyone who hasn't seen the anime, you should. Would recommend. Very funny, haha. I think it's called... Yeah. This. Good show if you're into anime. Sorry, continuing on.
Anywhere else in the game, it's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
You think I'm
We
special?
call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
This is kind of a bob.
Be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job.
You calling me out? I have thunder thighs and a slutty waist. Stop. What?
Good job. You did it. 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 Good job. You
Right
did
path,
it.
go through the connecting path and down the elevator. All right. Like the right door?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Right
doors,
path.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Follow
Stanley knew
and
it
go
perfectly
down
well.
the elevator.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first. Just
Lucky, I love Death Parade. I knew I liked you. Death Parade is such a good show.
to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wait, is it here? Oh, is it? It is, right?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This. Yeah? This. Aspen. No. You cannot be there. No, sir. Beep. Oh boy.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Are you sure? Oh, I guess it must be. I guess I probably can't go through any of these. Yep, okay. Didn't Bailey play this game last year? I don't know. I didn't watch him. Harvest, do you know Quandle Dingle? I do not. I truly do not. Thank you, Johnny, for the bits. Do you like the cat gif? Thank you for the 17 bits.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
ah!
it's to the right. My mistake.
Excuse you?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Bro, get
It's
it
clearly-
together.
Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Figure it out, quickly. Let's
Now,
go.
Let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ooh, into the garage. I can't go this way, can I? Of course not. Alright, down the thing. Wait, isn't this where I was before? I guess I can't do anything else, huh? My only choice is that way. Death Star? Nar.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is
Oh,
all
yeah.
a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Yep.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And
Perhaps
this
we will.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, you're right, the new content thing isn't there.
When Stanley...
Oh.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
You did
Everything
not.
should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
What did I...
Hold on.
I was above
Why
the
am I
thing.
asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, for real.
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wait, there are so many choices. Can I just go... Oh, wait, does this all... Is this all just connected? Then pick one? I did.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I'm having a great
I find it
time.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, okay. Is it restarted for real this time? See.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No? Nope, now they're all gone.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. No, everything's the same. Just checking to see if I can open the doors. I know I can't, but I'm gonna try.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What?
The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Bro, get it together. This is not where we came from.
Now well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
What do you mean, is that correct?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in
Thank
a lot
you.
of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
That's not
Some
true.
people
I've
win
been playing
fair
this
and
game for
square,
2 hours.
And this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I mean, it's a little spook.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Wait a minute. We haven't... Oh my god, Solitaire? I love Solitaire, by the way. I have a Solitaire game on my phone, and I have a 465 win streak right now. It's so fun. I love it. 465. Isn't that crazy?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, Is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we
I
can
just wanted
both
to
agree
see.
that
Oh.
the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
I guess.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
You're using a lot of
That got
big
a bit
words.
weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Sure. What? What? This is very loud for me. I don't know if it's too loud for y'all, but it's real loud for me. Whoa.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Okay.
won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Did you think about how sad that made you seem? I just play solitaire every night before I go to bed, and I'm just good at it. You're a hater. Me with cooking fever? I'll have to find that game too. I'll try that one out. Alright. Everyone remembered the fern? Lock in. Y'all gotta remember, because I'm not going to. Not on purpose, I just have a bad memory.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know.
That's over a year straight of playing. Spicy, I don't play just one game before I go to bed, first of all. And second, I've been playing solitaire for like at least 10 years. It's just on that app specifically.
We're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Wait. Oh, that's the way we came. 10 years? Yeah, bro. Oh, we're back here.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
It's not gonna be normal this time again. This
You
is a
know
long...
what, Stanley? I say forget
Hey!
the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure. You must have been like 30 back then, bro. Oh, by the way, that does remind me, I hope you will all be here next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is my birthday. I don't know what we're doing. I haven't thought that far. But yeah. I hope y'all will come and hang out with me. And I'll be 28. So no, I wouldn't have been 30. I can tell you what we're doing. birthday shenanigans. Damn. Every time I see that, I read in Draco's voice.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Oh my god,
Use
let's
your imagination.
pretend, let's make a
Whatever it might be,
story that we're
Stanley,
going to a
I'm
K-pop
ready for
concert.
it.
Thoughts, opinions? An anime? Are we in an isekai right now? We could be. Do you do a baking stream, make your own cake? So here's the thing, right? I'm not a great baker, nor a great cook. What am I good for? The jury's still out. I don't know. Oh. Where are we?
No, not you again. Stanley.
That came through
I'd
the
also
ceiling.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
This doesn't seem very helpful.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Is it?
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And
Will
since
either
the
of
answer
them
is
just
clearly
open
yes,
both?
then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
All right, go on. Wait, are these all the ones I played?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Oh no, this is the
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Of course.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
No, I haven't been
Then
playing
what?
for 18
Am I
hours.
just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Maybe that's
I don't
better
want to
for
be
you.
trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
No, I don't think so.
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Probably not.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
There's
though they're
the next
always
one is
saying
a
that life is about the
bookstore.
journey and not
Can we
the
go?
destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh!